We are here at the PRI Trade Show. Steve Post, Motor Racing Network, Racing Electronics here, and we're talking to racers from all across the country and racers with all kinds of accolades, including part of our Hoosier Heroes program. What we've got now is a young man, 13-year-old racer from the great state of California. Vito Cancilla joins us. Hey, man, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. All right, so you got the purple jacket on. You're a Hoosier Hero. What's that process been like, and what's that mean to you?
It's been great. I mean, getting to know all the Hoosier heroes here, all the Hoosier people, really, and it means a lot to me just because I've been racing Hoosier tires ever since I started. So it's great to finally meet everybody behind it and be a part of their whole new Hoosier Hero scene.
What have you had a chance to talk? We went to a reception. We had a reception last night, and there's everything from drag racers to quad racers to dirt folks. Have you had a chance to kind of look around and see some different racers?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of the other Hoosier heroes. First off, I met Weston, which you had an interview with him already, and some other people too, like those guys from racing those Isle of Man. Those are crazy 190 mile an hour motorcycles. I would never do that, but yeah, there's a lot of different racers here. I feel like Hoosier tries to pick one from each kind of category, so I'm glad to be on the late model side.
You certainly are, and representing the late models well. You actually broke a record that Cole Custer had set, 12 and a half years old at Madeira Speedway, youngest racer. So what did that mean? What's that like to be so young and have opportunities and maybe even put your name in the record book so young?
It means a lot, just because it kind of gives me an extra boost of confidence there. I won that race at 12 years old, broke that record, and I won the previous year before in a junior late model, breaking Jesse Love's record. So it's amazing just to be the youngest to win it. It feels good, and it just gives me that extra boost of confidence to get through the next levels that are ahead of me.
You mentioned the next levels, and you and I chatted a little bit at that event last night. You race out in California, but you did bring the show east. You ran a little bit, came down to Pensacola for the Snowball Derby weekend. I know the results weren't what you were looking for, but what is it like to kind of go to a new and a premier event like that?
I mean, the West Coast and the East Coast are basically two different kinds of racing. So you really have to get used to it. A lot of harder racing, a lot of more competitive racing in the East Coast. But I was glad to go out there, from the West Coast to show that, the West Coast drivers are, as good to compete with the East Coast drivers. So it was a really amazing, time to go out there and, show what I have. I qualified 12th for the race. We had a really, really good long run car for that race, but just sad that servo went out so early on. I noticed it from lap 1. So yeah, the car was really just fighting against me, but it was overall a good experience no matter how bad it went.
Yeah, results sometimes they matter, obviously, but it's good to have that experience. Does that kind of get you the bug to do a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat sad and it's somewhat encouraging. You got to try harder next time. That race, I was really trying to last till a halfway break, which my dad didn't want me to, because if the servo completely goes out, then I can't steer at all. So I'll just go straight into the wall. So it was a good choice to pull it in earlier, and so they could check it out. But unfortunately, had to park that car, but it still just gives me more chance to try harder next time, and we'll have a better car next time.
That's what it is. Sometimes these lessons. All right, we have the mystery question box. Reach in there and see what your question is. All right. We shall see. What do we have here? Funniest or strangest thing you've autographed?
Strangest thing, a girl wanted me to autograph her expensive glasses lens.
Glasses? The lens of the glasses?
Yeah. I had to autograph one of the lens of the glasses. And I really want to do it because I didn't know how much the glasses were worth, so.
Wow, that's interesting. All right, that is the strangest. That is one of the most interesting things. What do you have? What types of plans do you have put together for next year? What's it looking like at this point?
Next year, we're just looking forward to more pro late models and super late models. Hopefully we get some dirt in there and maybe some road course, but we're just I'm hopefully going to be racing a little bit more back east, and we might do some west races too, but we're still trying to put that whole schedule together, but we'll figure it out, and hopefully it's eventful, next season.
What's your take on this PRI show? Getting a chance to look around, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
I know, it's crazy. It's my first time here, so it's quite the scene. There's a lot of things around me. I really like the kind of GT cars and trophy trucks, so it's pretty cool just to kind of see what's around me and see all these different types of cars that I've never even seen before.
I know. I walk around here and it's absolutely amazing. Well, Vito, congratulations on the Hoosier Hero Award, and I'm fairly confident we'll hear your name down the road, but I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
There we go. Vito Cancilla joining us here, one of the Hoosier Heroes at the Racing Electronics display here at PRI.